moment, which means I'm going to be left all alone to deal with the scary monsters by myself. And when I'm talking about scary monsters, we're playing Cthulhu Death May Die. And I've got the game all set up here. I'm going to be playing against Dagon in the Nameless Woods. So this is Season 2, Episode 2, which, if you know the game at all, it's a series of episodes. It's a miniatures dungeon crawling board game, and you play through a series of episodes. Each episode is sort of a scenario, and you pick an elder god to fight in each episode. So it's kind of, you get this replayability where you're going to be facing off against a different elder god. So if you don't know what Cthulhu is at all, it's supernatural beasties from horror beasties from outer space, and we are summoning them to Earth because we are crazy. And so you get all these cultists running around summoning these horrible monsters, and their ultimate goal is to carry out this ritual to summon a big horrible elder god, some ultra powerful being from outer space who's going to give them crazy powers undreamt of by humankind. So we are trying to prevent that from happening by any means necessary, which will probably mean going insane. And so that was Dagon I just showed you there, the sort of sea god, and he's got all these sea followers. And Nameless Woods is the scenario that I'm playing, which is essentially just we are lost in the woods, the scary, scary woods, and we're going to be running around here trying to burn down these cultist campsites to stop them from summoning the old god. The problem is that I didn't realize this when I chose the elder god Dagon, but I mean, Dagon's known for his fish people who are his followers, right? They're these fish people that come out and follow him around at night, and they are horrible. And what I didn't realize was that you can become a fish person. That's one of the mechanics in the game. So if you have a look here, I've got these little tracks. Oh, that is problematic. We'll just fix that camera real quick so it's not acting like a crazy person. Can I do that from here? Nope, I have to go over here. Alright, everyone hold tight. Sorry if you are barfing. Ah, come on. Where? Okay. This is, one should know better than to try to configure a camera while live. Why is it always my life dealing with these issues? Why does it not keep my settings? That's what I want to know. Stop it. Okay, good. Now we're just out of focus. Alright, well, we'll give that a chance to come back into focus in just a minute. But in the meantime, I've got my two investigators here. And yeah, I was just going to show you these little doodads they've got here, because I mean, it's so the game itself is just an action selection dice game. It's just a romp. I've got my two investigators. They've got different powers. We're gonna be running through this forest. Let's see if this is decided to focus. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, sometimes. But we're gonna be running through this forest here, killing all these guys, and we'll get this camera to focus in just a minute, guys. So sorry about that. But these are my characters over here, and they've got these little tracks. And Dagon, the Dark God, we can see in better relief just here, that they're trying to summon here. He's a piece of work. He's the fish god, and he's going to be trying to turn us into one of his fish people followers, these guys here. And we don't want that to happen, but he's going to be trying to do that. And we're going to be flipping over these tokens as we go, and if both characters get all three tokens flipped over, they become fish people, and I lose the game. So that's just an extra loss condition that's been added into this game. But you can still lose via the normal methods of being killed or going mad. So that's just a little bit of extra challenge that we've got going in on this mission. So, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, guys. So You can tell it's late at night. I was just thinking to myself, I'm just sitting here getting on with some work, and I thought I'd play a game, and I thought I would record it in case anyone fancied coming along for the ride. In any case, this is the storyboard over here, and this is a Doom track. And as the Dark God advances along the Doom track, we're going to get closer and closer to Apocalypse, and he's going to be advancing along here. And if he ever reaches the end, well, eventually if he ever reaches the end, we lose the game. But eventually he's going to pop out onto the board and cause us all kinds of trouble. Come on, camera. I've not had this problem before with this camera. But eventually he'll come out onto the board, and we got to kill him, or else he devours the world and we all die. So we don't want that to happen either. In any case, I thought this would be a fun one to do. I wanted to check out another one of these scenarios since we played it on the channel, actually. I've played it a few times since then, but it's just a really quick, sort of lighthearted, fun game. Chances are I'll probably die. I'm pretty sure I will, because, to be honest, it's really quite difficult. And also I'm bad at it. So there's that. If you guys just bear with me 2 seconds, I'm going to try and sort out this other camera, because we're not going to be able to get too far without the top-down camera out of focus. Hey, Mike in 5, Poland. You're in Poland, dude. It must be like 3 in the morning there. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. I'm just attempting some Cthulhu Death May Die, and also just working out some kinks on my live stream setup, hoping that it sounds better today. But I'm still working on getting the audio just spot on. So futzing with a few changes here and there, and my table camera's giving me some grief. But so we're just trying to figure out how to get this guy to focus. Let us see what happens if we turn him off and on again. Whoa! The old trick. Nope. He's with Dagon under the sea, and that's not okay. It's not okay. All right, hang on. We can manually adjust the focus here. Is this making it? That's making it worse. Whoa! Oh, there we go. Done. Fixed forever. Never need to worry about it again. Yeah, Micah, have you been playing this game? Do you know it? Maybe you can give me some advice, because I'm bloody terrible at it. But yeah, we're doing Season 2, Episode 2, Dagon in the Nameless Woods. It's a weird combination. You'd think that the Nameless Woods would be the Black Goat of the woods. But I played Black Goat in the other series we filmed on the channel. I wanted to use a different Elder God. Did not know that Dagon turned you into fish people. It's really likely going to be a super short game, as everyone becomes a Deep One Investigator and I lose. But what we've got here is, first I will tell you about the scenario, and then I will tell you about my investigators. Because I've got 2 investigators here that I chose because I thought they were cool people, and they seemed cool. Alright, so we've got my little hand camera here. I'm just going to show this. Yeah, I think the retail version comes with pretty much everything you need. A lot of the Kickstarter stuff is just like extra episodes and extra little bits, but the retail one, the retail copy, I think is a lot of bang for your buck. Honestly, you don't really need a lot more than that unless you're planning to play this relentlessly. Well, thanks for, Ollie and I really liked this. Chris, I think, had some reservations about the lack of innovation, but I think that's because he has high expectations from Simon. Maybe he expects a little too much from them, which is fair enough, I suppose. They're in a position to innovate, and they choose to create, well, to be fair, some really solid products, and then some massive darkness products. But let's have a look at this scenario. So, rural Missouri. We thought we were going on an... Is this legible? We thought we were going on an easy camping trip, but nothing is ever easy in the nameless woods. More cultists, more ritual at their campsites. We don't know what these sites are or how to defuse the situation. So we're going to burn it all down instead. Saves time. So I've got two investigators here. I've got Ariel, and she's a hunter of some kind. I picked her because it says she's a specialist hunter. That's her ability, and I'm hunting things in the woods. It just seemed logical. So she's Italian from she's Ariel Venturi from Napoli. She says, lions, sharks, elephants, boring! Give me something that hunts back. Ariel Venturi took her first trophy in Africa at the age of 13. Since then, no game has been too big, no challenge too great. Across the world and even across the sea, she's hunted everything from lions, elephants, and tigers to giant squid and sharks. Yet one expedition to the deepest Congo brought her into contact with the hidden world. Modern wildlife pales in comparison to the horrors of the eldritch world and the thrill of stalking those abominations which only see mankind as helpless prey. Alright, cool. So she's going to help me murder some stuff. Fingers crossed. I foresee essentially playing this for about 15 minutes and then everyone becomes a fish person and I lose. That's my prediction, but I'm going to do my best to prevent that from happening. I've got Adila Vidal, who's from Haiti, and it says, magic and religion are the same. You cannot do one without the other. And I took her because she's got some kind of healing magic, and hopefully she can save us. Also, she looks cool, and she's got a cool spear. Adila Vidal is a gifted voodoo priestess and fierce guardian against the horrors that exist outside of mankind's sight and mind. Her rituals may seem strange to the modern eye, but investigators have long since learned to value diverse beliefs and practices. Anything that aids the fight against the cults and their horrific gods is welcome, whether that be a chicken claw clutching a pouch of herbs or a crucifix dipped in alchemic ink. Adila's protective words have saved more than one investigator's life, often at a cost to herself that she pays without hesitation. Ooh, is this going to be like a payoff thing? I looked at her ability and it said heal extra stuff, and I was like, yes please. So she's got Voodoo as her unique ability, and it says that I can name an investigator as the focus at the beginning of the game. Whenever one of you rests, the other heals one wound or stress. So essentially she ties herself to one other investigator, and because I'm playing the solo mode here, I'm just playing two investigators, so obviously her focus will be Ariel, the only other investigator. So we kind of heal each other by resting, and I'm hoping that will get me through this because I'm going to need a lot of stress not to turn into a fish person. She's got Brawling, so the Brawling allows her to gain extra dice when attacking and also punch more than one thing in her space at a time, which is really useful. And we've got Arcane Mastery, which is simply turning Elder Signs into hits. So if you don't know the game, you'll be able to pick it up pretty quickly as I play through it. But, you know, it's all about creating extra damage, bonus damage, things like that. It's a fairly simple sort of dice chucker. The main consideration for us is managing these insanity tracks along the top of our boards, because as we are driven insane by the eldritch horrors, we actually become increasingly powerful, but also closer to losing ourselves to insanity, which is, of course, the main thing here. What we're trying to do is become more powerful enough to defeat the Elder God without becoming totally insane. So we'll see if we can do it. I've also got to give each character a insanity card here. So we'll give this a shuffle, and we'll deal each character one insanity trait, and this will trigger each time they hit an insanity threshold on their board here. It has been a while since I've played this, so I hope I remember all the rules correct, but I'm sure we'll be alright. Alright, so here we go. We've got, this will be Ariel's insanity. Codependency. If your codependent is alive but not At the start of the game, name a codependent investigator. If your codependent is alive but not in your space, take 2 stress, then move either of you to the other's space. Enemies do not follow. Oh, that's really interesting. So basically everyone, and we're just super good friends that don't want to be a part in this game. That's our whole jam. So this is the insanity card for the other character. Psychotic outbreaks. Move to the nearest space with at least 1 figure. Then deal 2 wounds to all other figures in your space. Okay, great. So basically, Ariel's going to come running over to Adela, who's then going to have a psychotic break and punch her. That's cool. That's worked out good. Already I can just see this is working out super duper well. So I'm super excited to find out what happens in this crazy adventure. Alright, cool. So we're just sorting out the Mythos deck, and then we're ready to start. And I'm pretty sure my first player will be Ariel here because she's got a ranged attack. And why don't we start the game by making some ranged attacks against the enemies? So the whole purpose here is that we're going to be wandering through the woods trying to set these campsites on fire. If we burn down all the campsites, we've disrupted the ritual, which is how we force the Elder One into the world so we can kill it. If we don't do that, then if we don't disrupt the rituals, the Elder One could still appear, and then he will kill us. It will be super bad, and we don't want that. So, without further ado, I think we'll start probably by moving Ariel into the woods, just taking a pot shot at some of these cultists standing around. I have to go to all 4 campsites. I don't really want to split up, especially seeing as the characters have to move to one another anyway. Although, to be fair, Ariel will teleport to Adela. You know, if you read her card, it says, if your codependent is alive but not in your space, take 2 stress, then move either of you to the other's space. So one will teleport to the other when they go insane, which is really interesting. And actually, that could be leveraged to our advantage if we're clever about it. Of course, if we're not clever, then we'll just wind up going somewhere we don't want to go, which will suck. So let us now begin the game. So we give the Mythos deck to the first player, which will be Ariel, and I think we shall take action number 1, which will be to move into this space here. And I'll see if I can get you guys a nice view on the camera, table camera here as well of what's going on the board. The hand camera. There we go. So we've just moved out here, and now we're going to shoot into this space here, I think, to take this guy out. We've got level 1 marksman, which means we can attack into adjacent spaces. And we've got, what's this? We've got an ability here that says, name a favored non-Elder One enemy at the start of the game. You gain a bonus when attacking it. Oh, interesting. I think it's got to be deep ones. I think Dagon's going to be spawning a lot of deep ones, and also his cultists turn into deep ones. So, and also the deep ones gain bonuses the more of them there are in one space. So I think if we can kill a whole bunch of deep ones all at once, I think that would be really, really useful. So we'll pick deep ones, even though there aren't any on the board at the moment. There's actually only 3 deep one miniatures, but I suspect we're going to be getting them out pretty quickly. They're the one guys over here. So anyway, we are going to throw 3 dice into the tower here to do an attack against this cultist. Let's see what happens. So what we've got is a success, an elder sign, and a blank. So the elder sign is nothing because we are level 1. But the success is 1 wound. Cultists have 2 though, so that's not even a kill. Come on. At least we didn't get any insanity. So there's 1 wound down there. And I guess we shoot him again. Bam, bam. Double success and an insanity. Okay, fine. Well, he's super dead. And we will get 1 insanity on the insanity track here. So she just pops 1 up here. Oh, just to there. And that's okay. That's fine. We want to get a little insanity at the start. We want to go a little bit insane, get some bonus damage, and then slow down later. So we draw a Mythos card. Oh, great. So basically, this counts as a triple threat, or each investigator transforms. Transforms is flipping over these tiles. Now, I think I can probably, when he advances though, like, we transform as well. I mean, oh god, this is already really bad. I'm gonna have to let him advance. Oh god, that's a terrible start. Dagon's Embrace. Shortest stream ever. But, sometimes it be like that. Anyway, to my one viewer, Mike Kim, who's with me here, that sucks. But don't worry, buddy. We're going to get through this together. So, that's the Mythos card. So it is still safe in the space. So I do get to draw a Discovery card. And hopefully this will be something decent. We've got Tree Stump. Small package next to a cut down tree. You may take 2 stress to claim fireproof pants, or if you do not, you get the haunted condition. When leaving a space with fire tokens, you catch 1 less fire. Yeah, I want that, so I'm going to take 2 stress to get these fireproof pants. I also don't want to become haunted, whatever that means. So 2 stress there. We get the fireproof pants, so they slot into this side of our board here like this. Okay. So that was good. And then it's the end of the turn. And the only thing that's going to happen here at the end of this turn is that we're going to resolve Dagon advancing. So he's going to into space 2 there. And there's 2 effects when he advances. The first effect is that a cultist summons at each undestroyed campsite. So that's great. I should have picked cultists as my favorite enemy. Why did I pick deep ones? That was really freaking dumb, if I can say so myself. Already I'm filled with regrets. And when he advances, one servant of the deep, that is the deep ones here, his special servants come into the active player's space, and the active player transforms, and there's nothing we can do about that, so we just flip over. We're going to transform from the feet up, and now we have fish people feet. Oh no, we are 1/3 deep one. Oh god, it's already getting off to a bad start. Never mind. The good news is, now it's our turn again, and it's Adila's turn, and she's going to come and save the day for sure. I guarantee it. Can't fail. Okay, so I guess we got to kill this deep one. In fact, I don't guess it, I know it. We should definitely kill this deep one. The deep one has, or the servant of the deep has 3 hit points. So we really need to just move into here. That's 1 action and do 2 damage. So we're just going to move in here, punch this deep one, and save our friend. So we got brawling, so we get a bonus die for attacking. And we have Arcane Mastery, so we count 1 star as a success. So here's our dice pool here. We're going to use my shiny dice. We got our dice pool over here. Here we go. 4 dice into the deep one. Ideally 3 successes. Just kill it in 1 hit. That would be perfect. Bam, bam, bam. I missed that one. Okay. It doesn't count unless it goes in the tower. I'm just terrible. Okay. So we've got 2 successes and a tentacle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little stress here. Just 1 stress to reroll the blank. Okay. It's a success and a tentacle. I can live with that. So he takes 3 damage. He's dead. We take 2 tentacles. But we've got 1 action left because we moved and we attacked. And for the next action, I think I will just rest. Because even though... Because I don't... The problem is time. We're always running out of time. But... Really, I want Ariel to rest, actually. I'll tell you what, we'll move into here with our last action. And, oh, I didn't have any summonings. Right, I did advance the, yeah, I did that card correctly. Just second-guessing myself there. All right, so let's have a Mythos card now that we're all alone in the woods. I'm sure everything will be fine and that this night gaunt won't come and try and eat our face. Okay. Spontaneous combustion. Place 1 fire token in your space. Well, honestly, I'll live with it. Bam. There we go. Now, I should have reread the rules for fire before starting my stream. But the good news is nobody spawned, so I'm pretty sure we count as being safe. So we can do another investigate. So draw a card off the deck here and see what we got. Ring the bell. The bell would certainly attract the attention of the cultists, but who knows what else. You may move each cultist in the campsite up to 2 spaces. If you do, claim the haunted condition. If you do not, take 3 stress. Haunted. Take 1 stress when you claim this condition, becoming haunted. If you would have 2 haunted conditions, discard both, take 1 wound, and lose 3 sanity. Okay, that's interesting. The thing is, there's also this polyp that does extra damage if you are haunted or in trouble. Yeah, it's called a flying polyp, and it's kind of like... Bleh. I can show you... I don't have lovely painted miniatures, unfortunately, because... There we go, it's this guy. Bleh. And he does some extra insanity damage to you if you happen to be with a condition. So I think in this case, I'm just going to take the 3 stress, because I also don't want to move all these cultists, because they're going to come at me and punch my friend. I like leaving them spread out across the board, as they are here. So 1, 2, 3, we actually have no stress now. We've run out of stress completely. So that was a shit discovery. I suppose becoming haunted is not necessarily a bad thing, because you can gain insanity, which powers you up. That's good, you know? Hey! Dustin, thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Yep, thank you for dropping in. I hope you are having a nice time out and about and staying safe. Right, what am I doing? We just resolved the Mythos card, so now it is end of the round. I don't think there's anything to resolve. I'm pretty sure you only take fire damage when you leave the space with fire. That's right, isn't it? When you move out of a space with fire, you, yeah, when you leave a space with fire, you take a fire damage. Good. So we're okay for now. So with this in mind, let us proceed to Ariel's turn. God, I love how the turns are just bang, 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 bang. You know, I really like that about this game. It's like there's no... I mean, obviously I'm playing solo, but even when you're playing with other people, there's always something to do, and there's always something sort of going on. So I think, I guess we're taking it very slow, going to destroy this campsite over here, which is stupid. I don't know why I started with that one. I really should be doing this side of the board, and then this side of the board. Is it time to split up? I don't know. The Night Gaunt. It's fairly scary. But I think that Adela could easily take them on. Also, she could go in there and have a psychotic break all on her own, which would be awesome. She'd just go in there and flip out and punch everyone. So that would be good. I would enjoy doing that. Yeah, so I think actually we'll split up. We'll get these 2 campsites, and then we'll reconvene and see how things are going at the end of that. So we're going to shoot this cultist. And God, I should have picked cultist as my favorite enemy. I really should have. I'm filled with regret. Okay, we got 2 successes and 2 tentacles. And yeah, I can take a little insanity, so 2 insanity points there. 2 10. Kills him. He's dead. Okay, I'm going to move in here. With one left, one action left, I think rather than move in there, potentially fight this cultist, I'm going to rest so I can get back to stress, because we might need that stress to prevent transformation into fish person. And I'm going to then be able to get one stress back over here as well. I mean, it's just one, but it's something. Adela can always use it. She might even rest herself before going in here. So that's the end of that. Mythos card for Adele. She's got Call to the Fire. Summon a cultist onto each undestroyed campsite. Well, there's only 3 cultists left. So I'm going to, then 4 campsites. So I guess I can choose. And so I think I choose to do it this way. 1, 2, 3. And the reason I'm choosing not to put another one in here is because I think Adela's going to have her work. Why did I pick Ariel and Adela? Because they were cool, man. I didn't realize the names, or I'm going to get confused about the names. So Adela, I think, has got her work cut out for her with the Night Gaunt and the cultist already. This also, of course, has the Elder One summoning symbol on it, so we'll put it to one side to show that we're going to have to... that's the first of the 3. Okay, but we've survived for now, so let's draw a card and see what happens. Bam! It is the spirits speak. They are crying out for your help. If you have a spirit companion, place 2 fire tokens in your space and discard this card. If you do not have it, claim the sad spirit. If you have a spirit command, place 2 fire tokens in your space and discard this card. I can claim sad spirit. When you rest, you may discard this card to fully heal your stress and wounds. I love it. So I've got a sad spirit friend. Aww. Don't be sad, spirit. Don't be sad. Okay. Resolve end of turn. Don't think there's anything to resolve at this point. So, we're back to Adela. And I think Adela will start by doing a rest. Because you can never have too much stress. So 1, 2, 3. Or stress to spend. You know what I mean. You get what I mean. And then action 2, move in here. Action 3, we're going to do an attack again. Oh, we take a fire token. Womp womp. And action 3, we're going to hit this Night Gaunt. We're going to try and kill it. We got 4 dice because we gain a green die when attacking a target in our space. We're a brawler. Come on, tower. Well, we've done 3 damage and we've gone psychotic. So we're going to go bam, bam. And the 3 damage kills the Night Gaunt. Good news. And now that we've gone crazy, we trigger psychotic outbreaks. Move to the nearest space with at least 1 figure. If there's a figure in your space, don't move. Well, there is a figure in my space. This poor hapless cultist who's about to be the victim of my psychotic break. I'm a crazy person with a spear, so you're in trouble now. Then deal 2 wounds to all other figures in your space. Well, we just murdered him as well. So, ha. Good. Good, good, good. Dead cultist. And we can level up an ability, so I'm thinking... we level up Voodoo just to make our resting actions more efficient. So now... whenever one character rests, the other one basically gets to do a free rest. So that's awesome. And I think that's going to be super duper valuable because we need stress not to become fish person. So with this in mind, that was 1 action to move into here, 1 action to fight the Night Gaunt. Then we had a psychotic break and kill the cultist. We have 1 action left, which I think shall be to just burn down the campsite. So we need to light a fire. So we need to be in a safe space. And we don't know how long this is going to be safe. So we make a roll. And on 2 or more successes, we get to put in a fire token. So make a roll. There we go. And we've got 1 success, an Elder Sign, and a Tentacle. But because we have Arcane Mastery over here, this counts as a success. The question is, do I reroll the Tentacle? I am worried about going insane, but too late. I think, actually, let's... Still pretty good odds we're going to... You guys, this is the whole crux of the game. How quickly do we go insane? I think... Yeah, we spend 1 stress to reroll it. Hey! So now we've got 3 successes. So we successfully set the campfire on fire, thus destroying it. 1 down, 3 to go. Where's my camera? There it is. Okay. So we've done our 3 actions. So now we're going to do the Mythos card. Dun 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 dun. It's a Night Gaunt. Move the nearest Night Gaunt to your space. Ha! There isn't any because I killed it. And then summon a Night Gaunt at the blue spawn. Well, that's right here. So, caw! Jerk. And then we get 1 more of symbol over here. And the old one gets ready to advance. Okay. Good news is we're in a safe space, even though it's on fire. So we're going to get Discovery, and I really hope it's more fire pants, because I need more fire pants to stop myself from getting set on fire and dying. It is Old-Fashioned Torch. Good for fighting, better if it's on fire. You may claim either the torch or the kerosene. Kerosene. You may take the light fire action even if your space isn't safe, or torch. Gain a bonus when attacking for each fire token in the target's space. Yes, I think kerosene would be really useful, but I think I'm going to take the torch, because there's going to be fire in... Oh, but... I'll tell you what, let's take the torch. We need to do a lot of killing. We've got a lot of killing to do. So... Now it is over to resolve the end of the round, which is just our fire damage. So poor Adela here is going to take some fire damage because she's got a fire token. Is it 1 die or 3 dice? I think it's 1 die per fire, right? Roll 1 die per fire and then, yeah, discard them. And for any, we take whatever we roll. So if we get success, we take a damage. And if we take a tentacle, we get an insanity. But it was a blank. And that is just good luck. Alright. Well, I'm feeling like we're off to a good start here, folks. But never count your chickens before they've hatched. That's a thing. That's a thing. Oh my god, it's so hot. I don't know if it's hot where you guys are. It's so hot here right now. I am melting alive. Alright. And so we are back over here to Ariel, and she's got a campsite to go and clear out. So what I really need is for her to be doing a bit more damage. I guess we're just going to shoot at these cultists. You're freezing. Leetry, where are you guys at? Alright, so we got 2 damage and 2 Elder Signs. Why did I get this dice? I don't have a bonus dice. God damn it, I thought I was the other character. I really need to level Ariel up so she does some actual damage. Here we go. We're attacking this cultist. Right. Okay, we got 2 successes and an insanity, which is okay. The problem... Oh, no, this is good. This is very good. And I will show you why. Australia. Oh, it's like winter in Australia, isn't it? That makes perfect sense. Hey, greetings in Australia. I hope that you're okay and staying safe down under. So we've done the 2 damage, so the cultist is dead. I wish I had a Wilhelm scream on here. I need to get a Wilhelm scream sound effect. He's dead. We get 1 tentacle, which puts us up 1 on the track here. So we're going to go insane. And the first thing that happens when we go insane is we check our insanity card, codependence, which, if you guys remember, it says, if your codependent, Adila, is alive, but not in your space, take 2 stress. So we take 2 stress, womp womp. But then, move either of you to the other's space. So I think we'll bring her over here. And that's like a whole bunch of free moves. That's like a bunch of free actions. That's super duper good. I love that that happened. And now we get to level up a thing. So I think we level up Marksman, right? Because we got to get some of those bonus dice to do some more damage over here. So here we go. 2 bonus dice. Okay, so now we're attacking this space again. We're hitting this cultist here. Okay, a lot of tentacles and so much successes. I think that we just gotta deal with it. I really would like to re-roll one, but I could rest and heal up. Yeah, I think that's probably the prudent thing to do. I know I might be being overly cautious, especially given the situation with these cards over here. But I think I will spend a stress to reroll one of these because I don't want to be going too insane too quickly. It doesn't matter, it's the same result. So, 2 here, and the cultist is dead. Super dead, in fact. And now I will do a rest so I can restore my stress here, and actually Adila can have 1 back as well. Perfect. And then that's the end of that, so we're into the Mythos card. Please be nice to me. Protect the ritual. Each cultist moves 1 space towards the nearest undestroyed campsite. Ignore if all campsites are destroyed. Then remove 1 fire token from each space that has a cultist. Well, now this is interesting because what we've got here are... Oh, it says nearest campsite? Yep, so these 2 guys move into here to protect this campsite. This guy moves in here to protect the one up there. And... I suppose, yeah. Yep, that's fine then. That's fine. But, oh no. It's our 3rd summoning card. So we'll trigger that in a minute. But first, it is safe, so we shall do Heckin' Investigate. Let us see what our investigations have revealed. Hanging from a tree. A small glass bottle hanging from a tree. You may take 1 stress to claim the Molotov cocktail. If you do not, place a fire token in your space. Yes, let us take 1 stress here. So I've taken a stress over here on Ariel to take the Molotov cocktail, and it says here, discard this card to put a fire token in your space or an adjacent space. Each figure in that space, including you, takes wounds equal to the number of fire tokens in that space. So, that's pretty good. And in fact, I now have a plan for that. Yes, plans. All coming together real good. Really good plans. Alright, and then we've resolved the end of turn, which unfortunately is the summoning of Cthulhu. Not Cthulhu, Dagon. We're playing against Dagon, Fishman, Fish God. So we've got all of this... nothing else to resolve for end of turn here, other than the 3 summoning cards. And because there's 3 as well, we're going to reset the deck. So Dagon advances on his board over here, getting closer to us. And when Dagon advances, we get a deep one in our space, Servant of the Deep. Kill it, Adila, kill it! We get 2 cultists at the nearest gate, which is the yellow gate, I think. Actually, I think we're equidistant from the yellow and the blue gate. So maybe we should put them here in the blue space, because we don't need to go there. We can choose. And then it also says, summon 1 cultist to each undestroyed campsite. So many cultists. It's just all cultists. So we can choose which campsite to summon them to. I think we should put him in here, because I've got a whole plan. Although actually, I don't know, maybe we should put him up here. Yeah, we'll deal with him later. My plan is not. My plan does not involve being able to dodge all of those people. Leet Treat, I did play through season 1, but not on the show. On the show, we actually played season 2 when we first reviewed the game because we didn't want to spoil season 1 for people that were only going to buy the core set at retail. Whether or not that logic is sensible or not, honestly, I'm not sure. We sort of try our best to sort of make assessments on what people want to see and stuff like that. And maybe I should be better about tweeting out and asking people how we should approach these things. But so I thought I'd do season 2, episode 2 on the channel because we did season 2, episode 1 already. No, I haven't played any of season 1 on the show. How did you find it? Did you play? I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's really silly, and I just really enjoy it. I just really enjoy this game. It's sort of like, I like how fast and sort of tense it can be, and how immediate it is, and I like how goofy it is as well. Like I like how sort of serious all the miniatures are, and then how goofy all the sort of gameplay is. It really, I find it really fun. This game is on your maybe one day list. Yeah, I think, and it's something I've really been enjoying doing solo as well. So I think, at this time that's a great benefit. Where did this Mythos card come from? Did I drop it? Okay, so that's the end of Ariel's turn, and now we're over to Adila's turn. I do think, Leet Treat, by the way, that I think it was Mikim who is... I know, I'm so sorry about your name, man. I'm terrible at Polish pronunciation. If you write it phonetically in the chat, I will say it correctly and apologize profusely. But he was saying that he bought the core set, and he's got the retail version, and I think the retail version is actually excellent value for money. Because you've got essentially 12 scenarios in there, because you've got the 6 episodes and the 2 gods, which I think is plenty, of replayability as well. And you can always pick up Black Goat of the Woods as well. I think that's probably a better purchase than season 2 with all... Well, season 2 is a pretty good purchase too. I suppose it depends how much you like it and how much you get it to the table. Okay. So... Clement, this is not complicated. Believe me, this is a great sort of like simple, fun, light one. As far as dungeon crawlers go, this is very much on the in my opinion, on the light and accessible end of the spectrum. What was I doing right? It's one of those games that's actually it's simple to execute and play, but it can be quite tricky to do well at. It can go from going quite well to losing really quickly, and you often feel like it's your fault for making mistakes, which is good. That's what you want. You want to feel like your decisions matter and have an impact. So I really like that. Leet Treat, I honestly could not care less about Massive Darkness 2. We played the first one a few times. We didn't really care for it at all. I know a lot of people do say that they quite like it, but I don't know. For me, it's got... I love the theme. I love the idea of it, but we found that inevitably the problem was that we didn't find that the enemies scaled well with the gear. So the game has this inverted difficulty curve where it starts out really hard and then just gets easier as you go through the levels, and that doesn't make any sense. Like by the time we got to the end, we were so powerful with loot and things and level or whatever. It's been a while since I played it, so I can't remember everything, but I do remember that being a real problem. Yeah, I mean, I find my overall sort of opinion of Simon Leet Treat actually is that I find them to be. Sorry, guys, for interrupting the gameplay here to talk shop for a minute, but I do find them to be really hit and miss. Like some of their stuff is absolutely fantastic, and some of their stuff is really like mediocre. And I think for being such a big studio with so much money and so much backing, they don't really have an excuse to make anything that's not sort of like at least, decent and fun, they shouldn't really be putting out anything that's like sort of that's unremarkably mediocre. And they definitely do have product like that, so that's a real shame. Yeah, generally speaking, that's the case. Great production and weak gameplay. But this one was a surprise, and I'll tell you what, actually. Do you know, it's really interesting. I got Munchkin Dungeon, the Kickstarter, and I've been playing Munchkin Dungeon, and I really thought I was going to hate it. And I've been playing it in order... I was going to do a review on it, actually. I was thinking about doing some reviews on the channel, because I've been playing quite a lot of games here in quarantine with my partner, and Munchkin Dungeon, I'm kind of really into it, which is really surprising because I was expecting to hate it. But generally speaking, I do get quite a lot of the Simon games anyway, just to cover them on the show. But of course, the show's kind of in a special place right now. Speaking of which, let's get back to the show. So it's Adele's turn, and we're going to start by punching this deep one. Adela. Adele. The problem is I've got Adela and Ariel, and now I've just combined them both into Adele, the singer. Okay, so Adela's done... we have Arcane Mastery, because we've got magic punches. We stab it to death. That's 1, 2, 3. 1 tentacle. I think we can live with that. It's dead. 2 actions left. I think... Now I've got to make a choice, because I was going to go down here. I mean, the thing is, Ariel has the fireproof pants, so it makes sense for her to go there. No, we'll do it. We'll go in here, we'll set this on fire. Right, we've got to make another roll here. Whee! 1 success. What do I need? 2 or more. Shit. Okay, we're re-rolling. We'll re-roll the tentacle, because we also don't want to go insane. Okay, well, it's a tentacle and a success. I'll take it. Bam. Now, it's literally, I could talk games for hours, and I would likely do it. But the people need to see whether we win or lose, and I need to know too. So that's the end of Adela's turn. Did I was supposed to transform Ariel, wasn't I? She's now 2/3 fish person when Dagon advanced again. So... that's terrible. If they both become fish people, I lose, by the way. That's a new loss condition. Dagon only. What fun. So here we go. This is the Mythos card for Adela. Place 1 fire token in your space. Okay. I mean, we're just going to have a whole situation here where she burns to death. I needed those fireproof pants. But the good news is I'm still in a safe space, so I do get to do a search. Maybe I'll find some fireproof pants. Hidden cache. Something hidden here. You may claim the Bowie knife. Or take 2 stress to claim the handgun. I think I'd probably take the handgun, right? Because it doesn't look like there's many spaces with 1 enemy in. In fact, I suspect... Also, she excels at doing... multiple hits. So yeah, we'll take the 2 stress to claim the handgun. And then we'll just have to do some major resting in short order. But that's good. That's a good start. End of turn. I don't think we have anything to resolve. So we're back over to Ariel. Now, the light fire action here, I'm gonna do some tricksy gamer speak here. The light fire action here says, in a safe space, make a roll. On a 2 or more successes, place a fire token in your space. So, it says the campsite needs 2 or more fire tokens to be destroyed. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't read that. Shit, I need 1 more fire token over here. Read the cards, Mike. This is a valuable lesson. to you all watching this, always read the cards. Inevitably, whenever anything goes wrong for me, it's typically because I haven't read the cards properly. Okay, so I need 2 fire tokens in here. And 1 more in here, which means I'm going to have to come back through here. Damn it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. And you shouldn't be worried either. Okay, we're going to take 1 move into here. And then we're going to fire at the cultists, I guess. What I really need is to go insane 1 more time. Yep. We're just going to fire at the cultists. Hey, Ascendant. Yeah, do you know, I find the funny thing is, actually, I didn't really play any board games solo before the pandemic. Look at that. So we got 3 successes. We've got no fallover damage, and we're going to get 1 more insanity, which I want. So that is good. Do you think when she teleports, because of my codependency insanity, she takes fire? Did she move out of the space? I suppose technically she did. So we're going to kill a cultist here. I took a insanity, and that's it. So I guess we got to go again. I had a whole plan, guys, involving the Molotov cocktail and throwing it in there, but I forgot that I needed 2 fire, so the plan got shot to shit. So now I have to do this. Yeah, I know. I've been so I was playing the Pathfinder adventure card game on Paul Grogan's Gaming Rules channel, and I was playing with Jonathan Williams, the Hexy Beast. He's got his own YouTube channel, and he was saying that he's basically exclusively played solo games, and he's not been playing board games for a super long time. So a lot of his reviews and things are sort of reviewing games solo experiences as he sort of discovers these solo games. I actually found that what was really interesting, my first real sort of solo game was actually when I was learning Journey. I mean, I play a lot of video games solo. Not anymore, because now I spend all my time working on this channel. But I used to play a lot of video games solo, but never board games. And what was interesting was I was setting up Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth, because Chris and I were going to play it on the channel and do a live stream. And I was setting it up to learn the rules, and I was playing through the first scenario, and then I just kind of kept playing. And I was learning the rules, just to learn the rules, and then I just kind of kept playing, and then suddenly I found I was into it. So I think, Ascendant, I think that the thing is, it's the hardest thing is setting it up. I find if I tell myself I'm setting it up just to sort of learn how to set up the game and learn how to start playing, once I've gone through the process of learning the rules for the solo game and I'm playing it, I'm suddenly into it. And I'm often surprised by how quickly it grabs me. In fact, when I was learning Root for the solo Root live stream that I did last, I enjoyed playing it solo so much that I played it again immediately afterwards, which was so surprising to me. But I've really been enjoying solo board gaming way more than I ever expected to, and I think that's partly because also it's become a much bigger thing than it used to be recently, and obviously co-op games really lend themselves to sort of solo experiences, whereas something like Root I would have thought would not at all. And then this designer Benjamin Schmaus, who did the Automata expansion for Root, he developed all the automata. Like the original box just had the cat, the automated cat, and it was kind of garbage, to be honest. And then Benjamin Schmaus came along and he was like, I'm going to do a good job. And he replaced the Marquis cat, or the whatever the automated cat is called, with the 2.0 version. Why am I talking about Root? You guys want to see Cthulhu. The point is, that's the thing. I think set it up and then tell yourself you're just learning the rules, and start learning the solo rules, trying to figure out how to parse it. And then I promise, by the time you've played a few rounds, you'll probably be into it. And if you're not, then it's probably because it's not a good game solo, rather than because it's, Anyway, I think that's my trick. Yeah, just very sort of organic transition. I find it's, it just grips me, and then I just kind of want to see it through. What am I doing? Right, I'm shooting another cultist. We're about to go insane again. Whee! Well, he's totally dead, and I've taken the tentacle. I'm going to try re-rolling it, folks, because if I can get one more attack in before I trigger my insanity, that would be great. And I've got more than enough hits there. Yes! Okay, so we didn't get the tentacle there. Can you guys see these dice okay? I know the game is a dice game, and if you need me to go to the hand camera, let me know, so you can see the dice better. But we haven't triggered that off. So we've got... I moved in there, didn't I? So that's actually all 3 actions. So that's the end of Ariel's turn anyway. I suppose... Anyway, that's fine. So, Mythos card. Dun 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 dun. So we've got the summoning. Move each enemy 1 space towards you. Wow. Okay. Each enemy. That's every enemy? Oh my god. Okay. Well, this is not good. So these 2 move out in here. These 2 move into here. Night Gaunt comes into here as well. Polyp moves in here. Doop, doop, boop, boop. Okay, good, great. And then it says summon Night Gaunt and Polyp at the... Yeah, oh, this suddenly got really bad. Summon Night Gaunt and Flying Polyp here at the yellow one. Oh, we don't like Flying Polyp. He's a jerk. Alright, so this goes over here. That's our first one like that. Okay. And now, unfortunately, we are in a fight situation. Oh, you can't see it. Hang on. Now, unfortunately, we are in a fight the cultist situation, so that's a bummer. And they're both going to wail on Ariel, who has no defense at all to help her out here. I do have 2 stress, though, if I need to reroll. So, cultist number 1. 2 hits. Oh... I'm going to re-roll... If I'm going to spend these on defense, I might as well do them now. So I'll re-roll them both. Because the cultists kind of have to suffer. Okay, one damage. And then cultist number 2. 2 more damage. Oh, sugar. I'm on like 1 hit point. Okay. Let us not worry, though, because I have a mental connection with my partner here. Oh, you guys definitely couldn't see any of that because I was in the wrong camera. So sorry. Yeah. Well, end of the round. We've got nothing else to resolve, so it's over to Adila. We'll move 1 into here, which is going to give us 2 fire tokens that we're going to have to deal with. And then I think... as much as I would love to go in and wail on these cultists, what can I do that's useful? So I think I've got to rest. And then there's no point walking in there because the cultists will just hit me. So I think, but I need to save my friend. I could rest twice. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to help me out because I'm going to rest once. We'll get all of our stress back here. And then Ariel gets a stress and we'll take 3 hit points back. And she gets to do that because of the Voodoo special power over here. So every time Adila rests, Ariel can recover her markers as though she had rested, which is super good because it means that I can be over here in a safe space and rest. What I don't have is anything useful to do in this space, really, with my next action. So I think I rest again to give Ariel some stress back, because we'll probably need that to deal with this. And that's that. So Mythos card now. Hopefully the cultists will leave there and come in here, and then Ariel can get on with setting fires. Storm Surge. If you are a deep one. I'm not a deep one. Yet, fortunately. Move to the nearest human investigator and deal 2 wounds to them. Otherwise, you transform unless you take 2 stress. Well, yeah, 100% take the stress. I need Adela not to become a fish person, because Ariel's very close to becoming a fish person. Alright. Card done. And now we're into the investigate step. So we get to have a discovery. And it's Pyromaniac. I like burning things. So pretty how it is alive but not alive. I like it. You must claim the Pyromaniac unless you take 2 stress. At the end of each of your turns, put a fire token in your space and catch 1 fire. No, thank you. I will take 2 stress. Well, there goes all of my... And that was why resting was useful and good. 2 stress. Adela's now got no stress, so she might become a fish person, but at least we don't become a Pyromaniac in the forest. Oh! The Pyromaniac is a companion. It's literally someone who would follow us around setting fires. And then they've got 2 hit points. But I promise you that that fire would wind up killing me. And it wouldn't be worth having the Pyromaniac companion. Get out of here, Pyromaniac companion. Nobody wants to see you here. So, end of the round. All I have to do is resolve these 2 fires. So let's hope we don't take any damage. I can't reroll any of them because I don't have any stress left. 1 insanity and 1 damage. Okay. Let's hope that these guys don't come into here and totally murder me. Meanwhile, back to Ariel. We're not very good in melee combat. So I think what we do is step 1, we go into here, and 1 cultist will follow us. Normally, all enemies follow you out of a space, but... we have stealth, which means that we can evade 1 enemy whenever we move. So that's really useful, and that's going to help us. I think. I hope. And now that we're here, we're going to kill this cultist. We only get 3 dice, though. So we just got to cross our fingers and hope for the best. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so we've got 1 success, and we really need another one, so we're going to have to spend stress. And we will reroll either of these because they're all the same. Alright, 2 successes! Brilliant, cultist dies. 1 action left. And I definitely think we should light a fire in here. Okay, I don't like it. I'm going to take a stress to reroll 1. Hey, 2 successes, but we're also going to go crazy insane. So we've lit a fire. That's not enough to destroy the campsite. Me. Remember that. So, now I've got to decide whether I'm going to teleport her to me or me to her. Oh god, I'm going to take 2 stress as well. This is not ideal. So I take 2 stress, but I can only take 1, so I take a wound in place of the second one. And I think I gotta go to her. Because otherwise we're both going to wind up leaving this space, and she's going to take more fire damage. But I still need to move back there. Well, actually, I can walk into here and throw the Molotov cocktail. So we'll do that. I think. That saves time, doesn't it? Although I suppose... yeah, let's do it. We'll put a Dila in here. And then I get to level up my crazy person. We can have either additional... hey, chat, why don't you help me out? Seeing as there seems to be some people watching this. Shall we upgrade our Specialist Hunter, which I foolishly chose the deep ones as my specialist target, and they don't seem to be on the board. If we get all the way to the end of Specialist Target, we can have a second one, which would have been super useful. We can get additional Marksman, which will allow us to shoot up to 2 spaces away. You know, so we could shoot from like here into there, which would be pretty awesome. Or we can have Stealth, which helps us sneak. I'm inclined to pick next level Marksman for additional range. And then we actually can get an additional attack if we max it out. What do you reckon? Yeah, Ascendant's on board with Marksman. I'm really upset about Specialist Hunter picking the wrong thing. If I'd picked Cultist or something, or actually if I'd picked Polyp or something, that would have been really useful. J Hill's also on board with Marksman, so let's do that. Alright, so now we can do extra long shots, which is good. That is good. Okay, now that we've completely resolved all of our actions, I think we killed a cultist, we killed the cultist, we set a fire. Okay, time to draw a discovery card, because our area is still safe, even though it is on fire. Something in the fire. That tree looks hungry. The tree looks hungry. That's fine and normal. You may take 1 wound to claim the Molotov cocktail, and if you do not, claim the haunted condition. Right. I take a wound to take the Molotov cocktail. I'm not in great shape. I've only got 3 wounds. Yeah, I need to get some resting over here. Fortunately, Adela can help with that because she's got this incredible symbiotic ability. But we're both kind of in bad shape here, so I do need to get some resting to sort my life out. Right, so did I do a Mythos card, or did I skip right over it? I did 3 actions, and then I didn't do a Mythos card, did I? Oh no, this is probably going to move enemies into my space, and then I can't have the Molotov cocktail. If possible, remove the nearest cultist from the board and summon a servant of the deep in its space. Aha! My preferred target. So this cultist leaves the board and becomes servant of the deep. And then it says summon a cultist on the blue circle. Well, that's fine, because at least then this comes over here. That's not great. But at least I get to keep my Molotov cocktail. Alright, and now it is Adela's turn. And I think Adela is going to have a very simple turn. I think what we're going to do is we are going to start off by doing a rest action. So we'll have 1 hit point back and 2 stress. And Ariel will have 2 hit points and 1 more of that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try and set the second fire here in the campsite. Dun, 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 dun. Show me. Lots of successes. We have Arcane Mastery, so we can count 1 as a success. But we've also got a tentacle here. That makes us go insane, which we really don't want, because then we'll punch our friend with our psychotic break. So actually, I think I'll take a stress to reroll this one. Hopefully just get a plain success. Damn it! Now I don't have enough successes. Gotta roll again. God darn it. But I really don't want to punch her for 2 damage. Well, I failed to set the fire, but also I didn't punch my friend. So I'm going to call this a net success. And I'm actually going to rest again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So even though I didn't burn the campsite down, at least we're in good shape now. So here's a Mythos card coming at us. Towering Inferno. Each investigator and enemy in a space with fire loses a wound. Okay. Well. And that's our 3rd summoning symbol there as well. So we'll have to resolve that later. So 1 wound to each investigator. Not great. But could be worse. And this cultist is just burning to death over here on his own. Okay. That's fine. No problem. No problem, guys. We got this. We got this. No problem. So it's still safe in there. So we do get another... I'm getting so many discovery cards. I never get this many. I must be doing it wrong. Ghostly Wedding. A ghostly wedding takes place in slow-mo... This really is a haunted forest. Everything is scary and haunted. A ghostly wedding takes place in slow motion before it is engulfed in flames. You may place 2 fire tokens either in your space or in an adjacent space. If you do, claim the haunted condition. If you do not, lose 2 sanity. That would help me get this campsite destroyed. On the other hand, it would leave 3 fire in this space. No, I think I lose 2 sanity. Which is a shame, because I just spent all of that work trying not to go insane. I just spent all of that time trying not to go insane and punch my friend. And now I'm just going to go insane and punch my friend. Or else I just rely on her to snipe the polyps. And I don't... Okay, do you know what? But if I put 2 fire tokens in my space, I'm going to take 3 damage on her and 2 damage on her leaving this space. No, I think I gotta lose 2 sanity. It's reduced to 1 though, because I can only go up 1 more space. But I do trigger Psychotic Outbreak, which means I don't move, and I deal 2 wounds to Ariel, which is not great. I also get to level up something. All of Adila's abilities are great. I like Adila a lot. She is a really super cool shaman person. I like Brawling and I like Arcane Mastery. I think at the moment Arcane Mastery is more Arcane Mastery is more useful. And then the next time I'll get Brawling, and then we can just go into spaces and punch everyone to death. So that will be useful. Okay, so that's resolved. Now, end of the round. We've got to do this. So, oh no, we're going to get so many more. Oh, we're so much trouble. How is it that everything can seem to be going so well, and then suddenly it all seems to fall apart so quickly? Okay, so we summon a cultist at each undestroyed campsite. Cultist in the space. And then we get a transformation here on Adila, which I'm really not super excited about. We summon a deep one here. And we summon 2 cultists at the nearest gate, but there are no cultists left because they're all on the board, so we don't have to do that. Alright, and now it's over to... now I shuffle this, and it's over to Ariel's turn. Right, well, at least I'm going to get to kill this deep one at last using my Specialist Hunter skill. But I'm going to spend my whole turn punching things, which I'm not very good at. And I really need to kill them all because I'm also almost dead. And if she dies, then the game is over. So really, ideally, I need to one-shot him, and then rest. Because I'm almost dead already. Oh, God. Okay. It's fine. Not a problem. We've got this. Dagon's easy. We're not even going to get to fight Dagon. Did I actually advance him? I didn't actually advance him either, did I? So he's fighting with my camera. Alright, he's on the last green space. If he advances 1 more, he's going to appear on the board, and then we're all going to be in seriously sad trouble. Alright, here we go. So we get 2 bonus dice. 1 for being insane, and 1 for Specialist Hunter. And we're going to attack the deep one. Yeah, man. Well, I like it, though, Ascendant. I like that it's this dangerous all the time, you know? Otherwise, it wouldn't be exciting. I can still lament it. Leave me to be hypocritical over here on my own. Don't leave. Don't actually leave. I need you guys here. By the way, that's a perfect roll. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that's 2 blanks and 3 successes with no tentacles at all. So we just murder the servant of the bad guy. Good. Now we have to fight the cultist. Here we go. Die, cultist. Oh, that's less good. We've got 2 tentacles, a success, and a blank. So I think I'm going to take a stress to reroll a tentacle. Hope for another success. Yes! Okay, that's fine. We can take 1 insanity to kill the cultist. With 1 action left, we definitely rest, and we take 3 hit points. 1, 2, 3. And that's that. I've been in this corner trying to set this campsite on fire for ages. Okay, Mythos card. Spontaneous combustion. Place a fire token in your space. Well, that's one way to burn down a campsite. Stand there until it bursts into flames on its own. That's actually incredibly lucky. You guys saw me shuffling these. I didn't just make that up. Okay, here we go. Ghosts of the forest. The ghosts in these woods are angry. If you are haunted, claim the spirit of anger. If you do not, claim the spirit of the woods. While you have it, gain 1 level in swiftness. Ooh, I'm going to take the spirit of the woods because I am not haunted. So it says here, yeah, you gain 1 level in swiftness. So this is actually... God, Ariel's got all of these, like, look at this. Ariel's got all of these Molotov cocktails and spirit companions and everything. I feel like Adela should have the spirit companions rather than the hunter, but that's just, you know, a thing. So what I'm looking for here is swiftness. What does that even do? When you run, you may move an additional space. Well, that's good for her because she likes to be at long range and she's got stealth as well. So there we go, swiftness. Okay, so let's put that over here. All right. And then it's the end of the turn. There's nothing further to resolve, so we're back to Adela. Place is burning down already, so we don't need to worry too much about that. So we will move into here, I think, and punch this fish person. We're going to take 2 flame tokens, which is not great. But we've got our bonus dice. We've got our special dice here. Here we go. Punch the fish person. Well, that's 4 successes and a tentacle. Yeah, he's dead. And I think for our last turn, we are going to take 2 fire damage. Well, I think we move into here, and then we just kind of hope that everybody else doesn't come swarming in from here into here next time. Then we are into the Mythos card. Towering Inferno. Each investigator an enemy in a space with fire damage takes a wound. All right. Well, this cultist dies. This is 2nd wound. And Ariel takes a wound as well. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I am not worried. And then we've got our first of 3 bad news signs there. Well, the good news is we didn't die in half an hour. The bad news is it's taken us a long time to destroy just 2 campsites, and I messed that one up. Okay, so we get to do a discovery. I've almost run out of discover cards. It's alright, in a minute we're going to have so much fighting that we're not going to be discovering anything. Park Ranger. Have you ever heard the whispers in the woods? No, Mr. Park Ranger, why don't you tell me about them? You may take 1 stress to claim the park map. Discard this card to ignore fire and sneak any number of times during a run. Okay. Or take 2 stress to claim the park ranger. who will give us 1 level of stress. Give us 1 level of stealth. I don't really think Adela needs stealth. I mean, I'm not going to get through here without killing these monsters anyway, and I think it'd be foolish to try. So I can't level it up to level 2. So level 1 stealth just means you can move through a space and leave 1 enemy behind. Level 2 stealth lets you leave 3 enemies behind, which is much more useful. So I think with that in mind, we're just going to take the park map, because then we can do like sort of a proper sneak once, and also potentially avoid a bunch of fire damage one time as well, which could be really useful. And I do take a stress to do that. And then that's the end of her turn. So she's going to take some fire damage. Dun 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 dun. And she takes damage. Okay. And now we're back to Ariel, who's going to move out here. She takes 1 fire token because of her fireproof pants. And then I think we'll actually just stay here and shoot at these guys because we've got this long range now. And there's no reason to move into here. I could do a rest. It might be useful to do a rest, especially if they move in here. But she'll have a turn. I'll tell you what, I'll do 1 rest, because then I can have all my business back, and it's always useful to heal. And she can get her business back up. And then for our last one, we'll do an attack against the Night Gaunt, which is going to give us our 3 dice, plus 2 for attacking an enemy not in our space, plus 1 for being totally crazy. Woo! Alright, so we got 2 wounds, a tentacle, and an Elder Sign. The Elder Sign is not good for us, so let's spend a stress to reroll the tentacle, I think. See if we can't get another success. We got another tentacle. I want to kill the Night Gaunt. I will roll again. Just... Yes! Success! Alright, so Night Gaunt dies. Blam! And we are all out of actions, so let's see what happens on the Mythos card. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's this one. Oh, God, I hate this one. I don't want... If I let each investigator transition, then I will only have 1 transition left on Adela. So I think I have to advance Dagon. The problem is that then he's going to spawn on the board and come and try and kill me, and I haven't disrupted the ritual. I think this is the end, guys. I think this is where Dagon kills us. Aww. But do you know what? That's fine, because we're brave and good. But yeah, anyway, we will. I will resolve the advancing of Dagon in just a minute. There's still nothing in my space though, so I do get to do one of these, which says a symbol of love. 2 sets of initials carved into a tree. You may take 2 stress to claim the hidden dagger or become haunted. Ooh, I like the hidden dagger. I want to give it to her. So I'll take 2 stress to claim the hidden dagger, because I also don't want to become haunted. God, so much stuff. I never have this much stuff. I've just got so much stuff. Okay. And now fire. Whee! 1 wound. Don't like it. Can't reroll it, so take a damage. Fire resolved. And now I have to advance Dagon, which means he's going to spawn onto the board. Okay. So I have a Servant of the Deep in my space. I have 2 cultists at the nearest gate. Both gates are equidistant. I'm going to put them in here because I need to go this way. We've got one more cultist at each destroyed campsite, but there are no cultists left. So now we're going to advance Dagon to stage 2, whereupon he shall appear upon the board and give us all a really upsetting time. So, bum bum bum, stage 2. When revealed, summon Dagon into your space. Move each servant of the deep 2 spaces towards you. Well, I only have 1. Deep 1 investigators can't use stress to reroll when attacking Dagon or a deep 1. Oh man, well at least he only does 1 die of damage. For now anyway. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not ideal because now this. Oh shit. Look, I'll just stealth out of there. I'll just move away and leave him behind. Yeah? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, and also she transforms, so Ariel is now a deep 1 investigator. She's fully fish person, unfortunately. Which is bad, you know, and I know it's bad. It's not ideal. It's not ideal to be a fish person. But the good news is we're back to Adela. And Dagon actually does a surprisingly small amount of damage. I'm going to be eating those words in a minute. Okay. So, I think Adela moves away. Because I don't want to stay here and fight Dagon. If Dagon gets into a space with Adela, she's going to have a hard time getting away from him. And we can't hurt him because we haven't disrupted the ritual. So I'm just going to go into here. And I'm going to smack a cultist. Actually, do you know what? Before I go into there, I'm going to rest. I know it's... I want to give Ariel some... I want to give her a hit point. I want to give her 2 stress. And I'm going to get 1 stress. And then I'm going to go in here and punch both of these people. So we're going to punch cultist number 1. And we shall surely murder him. He's super murdered. Bam. And then we punch cultist number 2. He's also super murdered. We will take 2 terror, which I'm not awesomely enthused about anymore, so I will take 1 stress to reroll this single terror die. And it's fixed, so we take 1 terror. He's dead. Bada bang, bada boom. Time for Mythos card. Oh, and don't forget the progress token, me. Alright, we got Night Gaunt. Move the Night Gaunt. Move the nearest Night Gaunt to your space. Okay. Flap, 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 flap. Hello. And then summon a Night Gaunt up blue. Oh. Goddamn. Okay. And that is a whole nother progression over here. And now Night Gaunt is going to attack... Adela. Night Gaunts have this ability where if you hit them and don't kill them, then they like smack you back and run away, which is why I've been trying to kill them in 1 shot like every single time. Right, Night Gaunt rolls 3 black dice because it's bloody terrifying. I think this is the first time they've actually hit me. Here we go. Well, oh, that's not great. 2 wounds. I will take 1 stress to reroll 1 die and see how it looks. Oh, that's still 2 wounds. I'll do it again. Oh, okay, that's fine. They don't have an effect for Elder Signs, so I take a damage. I can live with that. And that is her turn over, I think. I don't think that Dagon does anything at the end of phase. No! So, that's resolved. Back to Ariel. Right. So, step 1. escape from the Elder God. Let us move in here, and I can stealth the Elder God, so the fish person follows me, because I only have stealth 1. And he's like, where did you go? Oh, I'm a big fish, and it's hard to see. And I'm like, oh God. Okay, now I gotta kill this, kill this guy. I can actually move an additional space when I run. So could I actually leave the fish person behind and move in here? I probably could. That would be an interesting combo, because I have swiftness and stealth, which is actually a really potent combo that I didn't even consider until now. Problem is, if I do that, I kind of have to fight the Night Gaunt, and I'm not super good at that. Ooh. I might be better off staying in here, killing this, and then shooting the Night Gaunt, because I'm better at range. Yeah, let's do that. We'll stay in here, and we'll just hope the Dagon doesn't move towards me. I can't use stress to reroll when fighting this deep one, because I am a deep one, which is upsetting. I'm a deep one. So I've got 3 dice, plus 1 for attacking the deep one, plus 1 for being totally insane, and that's it. Okay, well, the good news is we've killed it. Actually, that's a great roll. That's a great roll. So it's dead. I take 1 insanity. And I have 1 action left, and I think I shoot the Night Gaunt. So 3 dice, plus 2 for being at range, plus 1 for being insane. Here we go. Kill the Night Gaunt. Don't get eaten by the Elder God. He's invincible. Oh, so much successes. These dice are carrying this game for me, honestly. It's dead. And I'm out of actions, so Mythos card time. Okay. Protect the ritual. Each cultist moves 1 space towards the nearest undestroyed campsite. Then remove 1 fire token from the space that has a cultist. From each space that has a cultist. Oh god. Okay, so these 2 guys are actually going to move towards the nearest undestroyed campsite, which is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so they're going to come into here to fight Adele. To fight Adela. Sorry, Adela, I keep getting your name wrong. He's going to stay there. These guys are all going to move back across here like this. Protect the campsite. And then this guy puts out this fire here, which is a bummer. And that, of course, triggers the summoning again. Now, what I can't remember is just what happens when I'm a fish person who transforms into double fish person. So, we check what happens. When Dagon advances, you transform. Summon 1... Yep. If you transform and you can't transform anymore, then you lose 2 sanity. So, Ariel goes crazy. So we'll deal with that in a minute. Oh, this is super bad. So we transform. Well, we have to resolve that first, I suppose. So we go crazy. And then I have to trigger codependency. There's no one in my space, so I take 2 stress. And then one of us moves to the other one's space. So I think I move Adela here. Just because if I move Ariel in there, and then she's got to deal with those cultists. Although I'm moving away from the campsites, which is stupid, so yeah, I will go in there. I need those campsites to be destroyed. I need them to be destroyed. I need it. Just need it. Yep, so that's codependency resolved. I get to level up a thing. So I think we're going to level up Marksman so that we can keep shooting at things not in our space. Just lots of shooting all the time. because that's what we need to do. We need to shoot guns all the time to kill all the bad Dagon things. We're going to get a deep one in our space. Unfortunately, that comes in after I move in there because I transform first. And then 2 cultists at the nearest gate, which is here. Oh god, so much badness. And then we get a cultist at each undestroyed campsite, but there are no cultists left. They're all on the board. Yep. And then we reshuffle the deck. And I do believe that it is... Adila's turn to show us who's boss and how to win the thing. Come on, Adila. You can do it. You can kill all of those enemies and win the day. And we're not worried about Dagon or anything else. It's going to be fine. We're going to be A-okay. I have faith in you. We're not going to become fish people today. At least one fish person's enough. Right, so I really wish I had Brawling level 2. So maybe if I do one attack and go insane, that would be good. I will damage Ariel, but I think I can live with that. So, first I think we shall... Wow, first, there's 3 enemies. We're just going to spend this whole turn punching. And then maybe we can clear the way to come and set this campsite on fire with Molotovs. So 3 black dice, plus 1 for being insane, 1 for fighting in my space. And we're going up against the deep one first, because he is priority target, because he does the damage. 3 successes, please. 3 successes, please! Yes, we've done it. We take 1 terror, which is fine. I can live with that. And we've killed the deep one. Alright. Cultists now. 1 cultist attacking against the cultist. Okay, so I don't really want that terror, so I'm going to take a stress to reroll it. I'm not going to get to rest this turn though. Well, I've taken the terror anyway, so I mean that's kind of good and kind of bad. So we are going to go crazy. We've killed a cultist. We're going to go crazy. We can level something up. We want to level up Brawling, so we have this splash damage, which is awesome. So we can hit everything in our space. The bad news is we've triggered Psychotic Break, so we do 2 damage to him, but worse, we do 2 damage to Ariel, which is really dangerous. So she's taken some damage there. I'm going to have to rest again, which is not ideal. But the good news is that at least there's no one in the space now. Although there is a whole horde of flying polyps over here. Slow progress is still progress, though. Oh, I should have had an extra green die on all those attacks. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I was murdering everyone. I forgot about my handgun. I did. I forgot about the handgun. Okay. Right, Mythos card. No, I have 1 more action, don't I? Yeah, I did 2 attacks and then I went crazy. So yeah, so I rest then. I definitely rest, don't I? Yes, I definitely rest. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, and 1. There we go. Now it's Mythos card time. Please be relatively nice. Did I advance? I think I forgot to advance the project marker the last time I did one of these. I'm pretty sure, so... Yeah, 'cause I spawned him, and then I did it again, didn't I? So, advance that to there. We are running out of time. It's Riptide again, so it's got a summoning. It says, if possible, remove the nearest cultist from the board and summon a servant of the deep one in its space. So it's this guy. He's like, hallelujah, I've become fish. Good for you, man. And then summon a cultist to the blue gate. Fine. Well, the good news is I get to do a discovery. I'm almost out of these. Shared grave. 2 graves next to each other. You may take 2 stress to claim the wedding ring. Once per roll, if you would lose sanity, you may lose 1 less. Or haunted. Well, I've spent this whole game trying not to become haunted, so I guess I'm doing it again. I take the wedding ring. I'm running out of space here. She's going to go off the edge of this board. I need to figure out my life. Too many items. I'm going to use a bunch of these in just a minute, so that should make things a little simpler. Okay. So, good. Resolved. End of turn. Nothing to resolve. Over to Ariel. So I can use... I think... Here's my plan, okay? I'm going to shoot this Night Gaunt. I'm going to ignore this Cultist. I'm going to shoot this Night Gaunt. I can't do it, though. I'm just really worried, because I've got no stress. I'm really worried about dying. But I can perform a free attack against the target not in my space because I'm a top-level marksman. Brilliant. We shoot the Night Gaunt, then we move in here, and then we throw 2 Molotov cocktails in here to burn this house down. This is the plan. After resolving your last action each turn, you may kill a cultist in your space. The hidden dagger! Fuck yes. Okay. Sorry for swearing. First, we shoot the Night Gaunt. We need it to die. We get 3 bonus dice. Yes. I didn't roll that. Okay. Well, that's more than enough. I take a terror. It's dead. By Night Gaunt. Okay. Then I spend... That was my free attack once per turn against a target not in your space. So that's by top marksman free attack. Then I move in here. That's action number 1. Then I discard both Molotov cocktails to put a fire... So the Molotov cocktail says, discard this card to put a fire token in your space or an adjacent space. Each figure in that space, including you, takes wounds equal to the number of fire tokens in that space. So in this case, we're going to add it into here. He takes a wound. Then we do the next one. In here, he takes 2 wounds. He's dead. This is destroyed because there's 2 fire tokens in its space. Job done. Molotovs resolved. And now... because I've done both my actions, it does say discard this... Is that an action to use an item? It's not, is it? It's just a freebie. Isn't it just a freebie to use an item? It is. Actually. I'm sure it is. Discard this card to put a fire token... Yeah. I totally forgot that. I kept thinking it was an action to do that. So I actually have still got 2 actions. So I move back in here. I was going to stab him, but I've changed my mind. A stealth past him, leaving him behind. The fire I can ignore because of my fireproof pants. With my final action, I think I need to start clearing this mess. So I think I shoot a flying polyp. Yep, we shall shoot a flying polyp. Okay. 2 extra dice, plus 1 bonus dice. Ooh, that's a lot of terror. That's going to make me go crazy again. Although at least this time I won't take stress for it. I'm going to be so close to going completely insane. But it's kind of near the end of the game, and Dagon's already on the board, so... Yeah, I guess I reroll 1, and then I have nothing. But what bad that could possibly happen? Hey, it's a blank, so I don't quite hit the threshold yet. And we do 4 damage to the polyp, which is just enough to kill it. I hadn't realized how marginal that was. But good news, polyp's dead. 1 down, 3 to go. And that is the end of Ariel's business. So it's over to the Mythos card. Good turn, Ariel. Much approve. I still need to get up there. Full moon. Move each cultist and one deep one 1 space towards you. Oh no. This is where I should have kept... Oh god. This is where they all kill me. Move each cultist and 1 deep one. Right, that would include me if I was a thing, but if I was a... Blah. If Adele had drawn this card, then I would have gone towards her because Ariel counts as a deep one. In any case, bad news, because now we're going to take some serious beating, and I have literally nothing to protect myself. I also summon a cultist into here. I'd forgotten that might happen. I was too excited. I should have rested instead of shooting the polyp. I just got excited. I'm sorry. It's okay. I've got my spirits. They'll protect me. It's fine. Alright, so let's start off with the deep one, who does 2 black dice. And I count as a deep one, don't I? Because I've transformed. Which means that it gets an extra green dice to attack me with. That's grim, man. So this guy gets an extra... Because it says he gets an extra green die if there are deep ones in their space. If there are any other deep ones in their space. And I am a deep one. Because it says you count as a deep one. Oh no. Oh shit. That's terrible. I can't do anything about it. I take 1 insanity and 3 damage. That's so rough. Okay, well my codependent is in my space, so I don't take 2 stress. So that's good. But now I've just got to survive these cultist attacks, and I've only got 1 hit point left. Oh god, how everything goes... At least Dagon's on the board, so if Ariel dies, Adela can carry on, but, you know... Ideally that's not going to happen, because I really kind of need both characters. Alright, here we go. Cultist number 1. I can kill off these spirits if I have to. Completely misses. Much success. Cultist number 2. Oh, more misses. Please, 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 please. 1 hit. I can take 1 hit. Alright. It's Adela's turn to save the day. Well, it's the end of the round stuff, but there's nothing to resolve. So it's Adela's turn to save the day. Here we go, people. I'm excited for this, right? I'm going to just punch everything till it's super dead. Okay. So I'm going to attack. I don't actually need to pick a target because I have Brawling where I can just attack all of them. I get another die for my handgun, which I've been forgetting about. So here we go. Show me all the goodness. Yes, 4 hits and a terror, which I don't take the terror because I have the wedding ring. So, 4 hits. We can either kill both cultists or the spawn of the deep. It doesn't really matter, does it? Which way around we do this. We're going to have to do another attack. So I suggest we kill both the cultists. Okay. And now we do 1 more attack, and then we really need to rest. Because Ariel needs hit points, like, so bad. But I can't rest right now because there's a guy. Oh, so much terror. But lots and lots of wounds. I can't reroll any of it. So actually, oh god, I'm going to go insane and kill my friend. Yep, I'm going to go insane and kill Ariel because there's so much terror there. Oh, I should have just walked away. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay. This is the breaks. Sometimes it just happens like this. Sometimes you're just too excited and you kill your friend. So I take 3 stress, which makes me go 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Can I kill this for... Oh, it doesn't matter. It makes no difference. I take 3 stress. I kill him. I have my psychotic episode, which means that I trigger psychotic outbreak, which means I do 2 damage to everyone in my space, and I kill Ariel. God damn it. God damn it. So I was trying so hard, man. Oh, and it's so late at night, and I'm so hot. Oh, R.I.P. Oh my god. Okay. I've got 1 action left. And I'm just going to rest. To get some stress back. Well, a lot of things are dead. But we do still have Dagon, and also Ariel is dead. But she was a fish person anyway, so it's probably fine. She probably had to go. Here's a Mythos card. Whoop. Hey, am I back? We back? Whoa. Okay, that was apparently such a scary attack from Dagon that it literally knocked us off the internet. But I think we're back after that slight hiccup. And we're just doing the Mythos card for Adila, which was Tides of Madness, which is what kicked us off the internet in the first place, I think. Dagon's Furious Assault. So it says here, if Dagon is on the board, each investigator in a space with Dagon or a deep one transforms, unless they take 2 stress. Fortunately, that's us. Otherwise, summon a servant of the deep one in your space. So in this case, we're just going to get a servant of the deep one appearing in here with Adila. Okay. And now it is going to attack her. Okay. Well, here we go. 2 dice. And it's terror and it's wound. I could re-roll that. I'm so close to dying from terror. I really don't want to take... Oh. No, but I've got the wedding ring. I can ignore it, so I'll just take the wound. That's fine. We're okay. So I think what we're going to do now is... End of the turn. There's nothing to resolve at the end of the round. We're going to go into here then. It's our turn, so we'll go into here, and then we'll punch both of these people. We've got 1 die from brawling, 2 dice from being totally insane. 1 die from the handgun. Lots of dice. Here we go. Okay, that's 2 terror. We want to reroll 1 of those at least. 3 hits, that's good. We'll take a stress to reroll a terror. 2, 3, 4. I should have leveled something up as well. Let's level up this. This will help us. Arcane Mastery level 2. Okay, still not great, but it is another success. What we'll do is we'll use 1 more of these to reroll 1 of these. Okay, that's good. So, because we've converted 1 Elder Sign into a success, we can actually take a stress back. And then we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, which is enough to kill the polyp and do 1 damage to the Servant of the Deep spawn, which is good. And we take 1 of those, which is not great. Alright, now what am I going to do? Got 1 move left. And it's got to be killing this deep one. Even though I really don't want it to be that. Oh well, them is the breaks. Here we go, kill the deep one. I'm so close to going insane. Well, nope. The good news is I have more than enough stuff to kill him here. I've got 1 stress, So let's re-roll this and try not to get a terror result. Blank. That's what we like to see. Blank's better than terror. He's dead. And I actually recover 2 stress for converting 2 elder signs. Good. That's good. End of turn. Mythos card. Blood Moon. Oh no. Move each deep one space towards you. Then if there are any deep ones in your space, you transform unless you take 2 stress. Well, there are no deep ones on the board. Unless Dagon counts as a deep one, but I don't think it does. Summon Servant of the Deep into the yellow space. Well, that's great. That's where I am. So he summons in here. Now, that's going to trigger Dagon's end of round thing as well, which is not great, because we're going to be very close to becoming a fish person, which we don't want. We don't want to become a fish person. But I don't think we've got enough time not to become a fish person, to be honest. We will see. We will see. In any case, now the fish person's going to attack me with 2 black dice. Okay. Bring it on, fish person, you jerk. 1 elder sign. Diddly squat. Good. He misses. Essentially misses. Good. Screw him. God, I feel like I'm so short on time because I'm so worried about transforming. Speaking of transforming, now it is the end of the round, and we're going to have to advance the track. So, summon a deep one servant in my space. Oh, so I transform. And then we summon a deep one servant in my space. 2 cultists at the nearest gate. Uh-oh. And I have a plan, guys. Don't worry. I've got a plan. It's a half a plan. It's not really going to work. But we'll see. We'll see what we can get away with. In any case. And then 1 cultist at each undestroyed campsite. So just 1 up there. I'm going to murder those people. Because then we shuffle this. Oh, and we advance that. So very close to running out of time. God, if only I hadn't punched Ariel to death. You know? That psychotic outbreak could have been so useful if I didn't have codependency. It's so annoying that the 2 insanities I get are like, let's be friends and never leave each other alone. If you're near me, I will punch you. Just like, come on, man. Come on. Okay. Right, that's good. And shuffled, and definitely well shuffled and randomized. So, back to me. I'm going to use the park map. So I can discard this. Oh, run is move 3 spaces? I don't know why I forgot that this whole time. I've been using 1 is moving 1 space. It doesn't really matter anyway. This is the first time I've ever really needed to move it. More than 1. Here we go. We're going to discard this. We can stealth any number of enemies and ignore any amount of fire. So we're going to do a run to go 1, 2, 3. I thought I could make it into the far space, but I can't. But that's fine. So that's done. Now I'll do an attack against these cultists, which is so many dice. Because I'm crazy and insane. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 1 terror, which I will re-roll because I really don't want any terror. Yes! So much successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. They're both murdered. And I actually gain... Did I pay a stress? I pay 1. And then I gain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I could move in there, but it would be pointless because I don't have... I would just move in there and then get wailed on by those cultists. So I think I have to stay here, so I might as well just rest. Which feels so anticlimactic, but... In any case, then it's the Mythos card. Dun dun dun. Oh, god damn it! I think that's the end of the game. Yep. Because either each investigator transforms, or he advances and I transform. So, basically, the only option is I become a fish person. Everyone's a fish person. That's the end. Oh, I was gonna run in there, murder all those cultists, and then probably become a fish person. But I was really hoping I'd get to kill the room full of cultists. Oh, damn it. Oh, you know. But, I thought that felt really close, actually. I thought that game felt really, really close. Like, I really thought for a while there I was going to be able to pull it off. And if, even though I didn't even get to fighting Dagon, I mean, honestly, I was, like, miles away from fighting Dagon. And I did forget for, like, half the game that run moves you 3 spaces. Not that that would have been super useful anyway. You do have to kind of be quite methodical, I think, about this. Otherwise, things get really out of hand really quickly. Dagon's Embrace, though, how many copies of that are there? Just one. There's just one in 16 cards. I think it's 16, isn't it? So I got drawing that so many times. That was really unlucky. But I did get lucky a few times as well. I got some really good rolls. And that's kind of the fun of the roller coaster, It's like you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what dice are going to come up. And you don't know when you're going to draw those good cards and those bad cards. So there's 10 or so people currently watching. So thanks, guys. I mean, it's like 4 in the morning now. So 5 in the morning possibly where you are, or maybe it's not, depending on where you're based. But I don't know what time it was if Leet Treat, you're still here, what time it is in Australia. But thanks to everybody who stuck around to see how this ended. I'm sorry we had a little internet hiccup there at the end, and then I came back for 10 minutes to die. But I really enjoyed doing this episode, actually, with you guys. And I'm just sorry that we didn't beat Dagon. We didn't even really get to fight him. I'm sorry that I killed my friend. I really thought that what I should have done, the killing moment in this one was my mistake again. And this is what I like about this game, because even though it can seem random and like there's all this dice and all these cards going on, the mistake was in here was me not recognizing that I was super close to going insane here, remembering this. Like, I should have recognized that there was a chance when she was on low hit points that I was a danger to her, and I should have moved out of that room, either into here or into here, and then I could have protected her, and she could have picked off the other things around me. So that was a tactical error on my part that caused Ariel to die. And I think that's really worth remembering, that was, ultimately my blunder. So I do, that's what I think. I think the thing about this game is that it is a fun roller coaster, but also I do feel like when I'm punished, it's because I've made mistakes. And I think that's what I really like about the game, why I find it compelling. Because, I do love, and the obvious comparison is Mansions of Madness, and I do love Mansions of Madness, and I do have all of it. But I often feel like in Mansions of Madness, it's more of a roller coaster in the sense that I often feel like when I am punished or when I fail, it's often just kind of bad luck. It's not because I've made poor decisions. Whereas in this, I do feel a lot more like, the game punishes me a bit, but regularly. I expect the game to punish me. But when I make really bad mistakes, I had information to do something else, and then I just blew it. So I do really like that. Anyway, if you guys want to see more of Cthulhu Death May Die, I obviously have the whole thing, which is 15 episodes and 4 Elder Gods, or 5 Elder Gods, because there's Haster, Cthulhu, Dagon, Yog-Sothoth, and the Black Goat of the Woods. So I'm more than happy to do the next episode in Season 2 on a live stream at some point. So if you want to see that, leave a comment down below, and also suggest a god to play with as well. Or if you want to see one of the lost episodes from the Unspeakable box, those are Kickstarter exclusives, so I don't know how readily available they are now. So if you're sad you missed out on those and want to see what they're like, I can do one of those instead of episode 3 of this. And yeah, let me know and suggest an Elder God. In the meantime, thanks so much for coming on this adventure with me and keeping me company late at night while I continue to work on improving these live streams. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this particular one. Any suggestions for what I could improve for next time, please do leave that down in the comments below as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and please do stay safe and look after yourselves, and I'll see you all shortly for another live stream while we continue to cope during this crazy, crazy time. So good night, and thank you so much for watching. Uh-oh. Broke my live stream. I mean, it won't go away.